Welcome to the International Doofus channel. I am the International Doofus, and I am going to see what's up with Lorenzo. This is the first time ever that I get to see this. Yeah. So let's just find trash. Oh, no. I don't need you guys right now. No. You know what? I would love to do that, but not right now. Okay. Hello.
This is private property.
Okay, and here we go.
There. You lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
One option here is Lorenzo. Huh.
You were just keeping him prisoner to keep yourselves alive.
That's a lie. I worked for centuries to find a way to cure him. But he doesn't want to be cured. He likes what he's become.
Hold on there, Jack. She has a point. Your story about curing Lorenzo has never quite added up.
What are you doing, Edward?
I'd just like to hear what she has to say. She's talked to Lorenzo. I never have. You're saying you think Jack's been lying about Lorenzo all this time.
I really love this guy, and I thought he was gonna hate me now because of what I've done, because I really like him. By the way, you see the sister there? I wonder if I had not given her the serum, if she had been old or young right now. You know, if you steal the serum and lie about it to her as well, I just wonder. Anyway.
Yes, Lorenzo doesn't seem crazy to me, although he's understandably pretty pissed off.
Well, goddamn. I guess you have some explaining to do, Jack.
You can't seriously doubt me, Edward. After all I've done for you?
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good. How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done, Prince.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
Powering weapons.
Oh man, so he's on my side and she's not, and she's not. I like her. Oh, I like her. I guess you can do this mission and say I was wrong and then try to kill him. Well, I hate doing this. Wow. Oh man, I need a shower. Oh boy. Oh man, look at this. Oh my god, I feel like I joined Hamas. Oh no, I feel so dirty.
Well, that's done. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh no. Now, it would be funny if I say you're insane and then I start to, you know. But you know what? Let's embrace it. Let's embrace it, okay? We chose the side of what looks to be evil.
They had it coming.
I can see you understand the deep satisfaction of revenge, long delayed. Now that I've taken care of that bit of old business, I can see that I have a lot to learn. Things have changed while I've been locked away. This new world seems to be one of limitless possibilities for people of our talents and inclinations.
She's from 2077 in this world, and she had to learn a lot of stuff. He's from 1898.
I can see that we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh, I knew that from the first moment I saw you in that cell. I knew you would understand why freeing me was the right thing to do. But first, one last piece of unfinished business. I promised to share my blood with you, and I always keep my promises. Here.
Okay, well, we don't need that. We had a bunch of those. It's weird because you get 4 of those if you kill those raiders. I wonder if I had freed him before I had killed these raiders. What would have happened?
Here is your reward. I will provide you with a lifetime supply as needed. But remember, this is my gift to you. I will give you another vial when you need it, for your own use only. Do not sell it or throw it away. After business, pleasure. Help yourself to a drink if you like. Jack seems to have done very well for himself, despite everything.
Well, if you're alive for all of those years, yeah, you can do well for yourself. Oh, so he's just going to stay here, and we can just pick up whatever the hell we want. Okay.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
Huh. It's funny, when you get here for the first time, you get to... When you get here for the first time, you get to take whatever you want. But then, when I got here a second time, it was all red, like it was stealing. So basically, if Jack likes you, you can take whatever you want. Ah, man. How funny would it be wearing this guy's glasses? I guess we can leave it here. We have a lot of stuff.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I need more serum.
When you've used what I gave you, I will be glad to provide
Okay.
another vial. Was there anything else?
I was curious about the ancient artifact you always wear.
Jack spent so many futile years trying to understand this. I could have told him everything he wanted to know. Through it, I commune with the ancient minds that founded our civilization. Whether they live within it, or it communicates with them through time or space, or whether it simply holds their memories, I don't know. What I do know is that it has widened my horizons beyond the tiny scope granted to normal men. I spent my long captivity exploring the memories of the ancients, their arts and sciences, their philosophy and worldview. Are we done?
Are you really over 400 years old?
Yes, I truly am. Although since I spent almost 4 centuries of that locked in a tiny room, I have spent most of my time exploring my own mind, as it were. Did you need something else?
Man, we think about pre-war ghouls spending 200 years and all that. But, wow, imagine 400 years just being in a room. Spending 400 years like...
Never mind.
I wonder... I guess maybe being frozen isn't all that bad. Oh, Imogen's password. That's nice. How about we take it now, huh? I mean, we're right here. And it's funny, because we have like 5 serums. We could have had 6 if we'd kept the ones that we gave Imogen. How does he react if we sell one of the other ones? You know?
Please make yourself at home. What can I do for you?
I need more serum.
When you've used what I gave you, I will be glad to provide another vial. Are we done?
Oh, see,
Never mind.
See, we used for nothing one of the other ones. As long as we have a serum, the game is not going to let us have more. So, okay, Imogen's password can be used for something, you know? Oh wait, isn't that where we... No, it's not where we came through. Okay. So, this is the kitchen. No computer here. Yeah. I assume this is a password for a computer. Drink up. Out of the way, dog meat. Oh, hello. Whose room is this? Wow. Whose room is this? Wow.
I appear to be well built for travel. You should be commended for a job well done.
Uh-huh, yeah. I guess we should go upstairs. Huh.
Ah, my friend.
Yeah, maybe we should speak to Edward. Ah, we can unlock it, even though we're not expert. Okay. Let's see. No, doesn't fit. Let's see. No. It doesn't fit, only one letter fits. Yeah, I'm off my game a little bit, I guess. If only there was a way to save them all. so the American flag, when it looks like this, it's a family that lost someone in battle for America, right? I wonder, when did they start having these types of flags? Did they give them away, like at the Civil War, for example? I wonder what happened with the reunification, like, because I'm sure that there were like Confederacy flags given to people, and yeah, I know there was a computer there. So imagine, like, you know, your family has the American flag because they lost someone in battle against the Confederacy. Let's take it. And then someone from the Confederacy has the same experience, and then you're like reunited. So you see what I'm saying? It's like awkward. Well, what can we learn? I wonder if we could have done it like ages ago. Oh! Look at this! Look at the years! Okay, wow! If the divergence would have happened after the 50s, she could have been watching Friends. Here, right here. Also some of the Star Trek shows. Not here though. Yeah. It was too early for LA Law. Too early for Married with Children. Yeah. So there's a lot. Should we read all of it? Another unwanted gift from my loving brother. Still, it might be interesting to play around with. The whole computer thing turned out to be more interesting than I thought. I've been learning a lot from various BBSers. I don't even know if that's like a phrase that belongs to this world or to our world. Anyone here from the 60s? How old are you guys? Jack's been griping, that's not griping, that's griping, right? Griping about some mistake he made in setting up his terminal, so I poked around until I found his file. It would be simple to fix it for him, but not nearly as much fun as watching him try to solve it on his own. Was playing around with some new ideas and hit upon a good gig. I wonder how long will it take Jack to figure it out. Oh wow. And then the next one is 1984. I guess that's how long? It would be funny if he or she says, he still doesn't get it. Still doesn't get it. Okay, he finally got it. Oh, and looky here. 1023. Okay, geez, I wonder. I'm not surprised to see that particular date here. Went to see father again. Oh man, the poor guy. I mean, just from the 19th century to 1984. Oh man, that's... I just showed up at Parsons and threatened to make a scene until Jack finally agreed to let me go down. I don't know why I keep going. Father puts on quite an act for me, but I know it's not really him. Not since he got back from his trip wearing that horrible crown. I keep hoping that somehow he'll come back, that I'll see even a glimmer of the real person again. Maybe Jack will eventually succeed. As annoying as he can be, I can't deny that he's very smart. Yeah, aside from Jack, who's annoying, we kill perfectly nice women. One of them is unarmed. It's sort of like the game is already hinting at us which one is the bad guy out of both guys, huh? But this is a blind playthrough. I had to pick the option that I don't know, and it's the 80s and 90s. Like, he's there while police cars exist. Police cars are passing, but it's civilization exists all around this guy. He's sitting there in that room since the day of the horse and buggy, and in the meantime, for hundreds of years, he has like civilization all around him, and spaceships, I guess, and police cars are driving through the street, and all of it, and he's just there. It's horrible. I mean, I do understand his family, but it's horrible. I went off the serum for a whole month. I thought I could stick with it this time, but when you actually feel yourself getting older by the day and you can fix it, it's hard to give up youth and beauty voluntarily. I bet most people couldn't do it if they had the choice. Oh, if I could live forever, I would live forever. I would become a ghoul today. I mean, obviously I would love their serum, right? But I'd rather become a ghoul for the next 400 or 500 years right now than just continue with my obviously my life is better than the life of a ghoul, but if I continue with my life, I got a couple of decades, and a decade goes by really fast. Man, this is dark. So yeah, even today, sorry mom and dad if you're watching it, I'd rather lose my nose and gain my life than be in my current position. Sorry. What do you think? You do have a comment section. Apparently the Robcotex, this is 1994, don't even know how their own systems work. I mean, it's just a simple BAT file, I guess BAT file, in the root directory of the database server, for crying out loud. Hardly the hack of the century or anything. Imagine living for 400 years and those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s and now have the internet, even though they grew up without it, you keep learning. And imagine being the kind of person with a lifespan where you go to the theater with Lincoln, and then you're also alive when they have like the internet and spaceships and stuff like that. So amazing. I really hope they would figure out the whole life expectancy thing, that we will have decades more. I mean, if I can be healthy for a century, that would be amazing. Things are just going from bad to worse. The things Robert tells me, most people don't even know how bad it is. Which one is Robert again? Wow. We have Jack, we have Lorenzo. Wait, is this when she met these freaks from the cult? And most people don't even know how bad it is. And here we sit safe in our little Cabot family bubble of privilege. I've tried to talk to Jack about it, but he's in his own world as usual. I doubt he even knows what year it is. And Mother, don't even get me started. Her whole life is a state of denial. Wow. I know this is insane to even think, but maybe this is for the best. You'd think I could just get a gun or some poison if I really wanted to end it for myself. but I could never be that deliberate. How selfish must I be to think that I need the world to end as a way for me to get out of killing myself? Actually, it makes total sense. Because for the rest of us, if we were in your position, we would just know that in a couple of we would be morbid, in a couple of decades it's over anyway. Look, guys, life is beautiful, okay? Don't take to heart everything that I say. I hope I'm thoughtful enough for you. Life is beautiful. I don't want you to get the wrong impression that it's not. Anyway, my point is, again, as I said, anyone in her position is just going to let nature do its course, but she's already in a position, in an enviable position of she lives forever, unless, of course, her brother hires a guy who ends up killing her, or a girl who ends up killing her. Okay. Think they're just going from bad to worse. The things Robert tells. Wait. Oh. Yeah, that's 76. I wonder if the game 76, I believe I heard somewhere that it takes place in 76, which is weird because, you know. Anyway, let's just it's happening. I think a bomb must have hit somewhere near. I agree. Power is out all over as far as we can see from here. The emergency power is still on in the house, but not for long. Edward and Jack went to try to get to Parsons' priorities, you see. Jack left Anders in charge here. He seems competent enough, but there's something about the way he's been looking since it happened that I don't like. I'd better get back to Mother. Okay, Anders, that sounds familiar, and I have a feeling that whatever is happening to Anders has also happened to Edward. So, yeah, I wonder if these people, they actually shared their secret with Edward. It's funny if Edward was actually an immortal all along, and then so the ghoulification was wasted on Edward, because if they just keep it to themselves, they have to keep firing employees, you know. I mean, imagine you work in a place, and whether they fired you or not, 20 years later you're walking around and it's like, oh, she looks just the way she did 20 years ago. Wow, good skin. And then 20 years go by again and you're like, what is this? Especially if you see them every day. Okay. I got the power back on again. Things are very bad, but I would never admit this to anyone. But this is the most fun I've had since I can remember. I can actually understand that a little bit. I mean, if you're alive for centuries, especially in this, tense family, imagine, families can have tense situations. Imagine if your family gets the most tense situation ever, and it lasts a couple of centuries and you're there with them. Oof. I'm not bored anymore. Maybe this is how most people feel all the time. I really can't remember how I felt before the serum. Oh, and Anders is dead. I killed him. No one can believe it. 2 days after Jack left, he decided that Cabot House belonged to him, and Mother and I would have to leave. Well, I can't really blame him. I mean, it was the end of the world. I'm not sure most employment agreements cover that. But he made the mistake of underestimating me. He didn't know how fast I was or how strong. I would have just made him leave, but he decided to fight. Probably better that way. One less person out there who knows about what we have here. We haven't heard from Jack for a week. He and Edward made it to Parsons. At least Jack radioed when they arrived. Tried to be cheerful as usual, but on a happy face, put on a happy face for Imogen, but who really knows if they're going to manage? At least Edward is with him. If anyone can get through this, it's Edward. Oh man, and then Edward had to turn on her and shoot her mom. Oh, I feel awful. I feel awful for his family. I really liked, Jack and his mom, whatever, but I really liked Imogen and I really like Edward. I wonder if we can talk to him. Okay, there's like a lot of those. I don't even remember which one we just... Jack made it back, finally. He says Edward is very sick from radiation. He left him at Parsons. Oh yeah, I'll bet he's sick with radiation. I don't think he expects him to live. I'm not sure why neither of us is sick. I was out quite a lot, now that I think about it. Maybe another of the many benefits of Jack's magic serum. I'll have to thank Father the next time I see him. Well, yeah. Wow, okay, look. It turns out that eventually even the apocalypse can get boring. Jack and Edward are too good at keeping us safe. It looks like the Cabot family is immune from the end of the world, just like everything else. We just shrug it off and keep on going, just like we always have. Sometimes I'm very pleased about that. It makes me feel incredibly superior. Man, you're lucky in this world, in the world that we've seen, from the vaults to the wasteland to everything else, and you can just sit in front of your computer and play solitaire. But of course you had to run away so that Jack and Edward would get me into your life, and look what happened now. Sometimes it makes me really sad. Most of the time it's just boring as hell. Well, you were not bored today. You're welcome. I've stopped even telling anyone where I'm going. The world isn't as dangerous as Jack says. Wow. There are still people out there living their lives like they always have. I guess more of them are willing to kill you now, but that's probably just because they can. I always got the feeling that plenty of people would have liked to see us dead before they just couldn't get away with it. Yeah, it is really interesting. I mean, the fact that for the most part, now I'm not talking about, Hitler or Hamas or Jeffrey Dahmer or Manson or all that, but aside from that, like the regular people, not Hamas, right? The civilized people. Why don't we kill each other? I mean, is it because we fear jail or because we truly do have a good heart? I think we tell ourselves that we have a good heart, and it might be true. It's just that we don't know. I feel like we've never been tested really. I hope it's not too dark for you. I do apologize if it is. I'm small time when I'm recording this, but and I don't want to remain small time forever. But my fear is if there are a lot of people watching this stuff, eventually someone is going to listen to me say something really, really dark, and I don't know, misunderstand it. And please remember, you're listening to a guy who calls himself the International Doofus. If you want to take me seriously about something dark and morbid, please don't. I'm the International Doofus. Back to Imogen. I don't know how Jack keeps himself busy day after day. Oh, come on, you can't. You haven't really tried. You'd think he would realize that it was hopeless by now. After all these years and years. Okay, I see what she's talking about. Maybe he's just going through the motions, the way I am. Or maybe he's stopped trying to cure father. I mean, what happens after? To us. I'm the only one that's ever tried to go without the serum. Maybe Jack and mother think they could just give it up. But I think they're fooling themselves. Okay, I have a question. Let's say they would have released him. I mean, we've already seen him. Okay, he's released. He's pissed off. He kills his entire family. But aside from that, hear me out. But aside from that, he's just sitting there next to Edward. He's friends with Edward. He's friends with me. And he's just sitting. What's he doing to like anyone? Nothing. So if they would have released him, then I don't know, he would have been he wouldn't be himself, but he would, and maybe he would do stuff they disagree with, but I don't know, he would have just sat there. Or maybe on the other hand, maybe he would have killed them. Because then it's like, oh, father, please don't give anyone the serum. Son, I will do it, but you told me not to, so I'm gonna kill you. I don't know. Anyway, wow, this is a hell of a game. I think we can stop here. Frankly, we could have stopped earlier, but yeah. Okay, so tell me what you think about this, and now I gotta call it 5 seconds after. Okay. Wow. Okay, so as you know, this is the International Doofus channel. I am the International Doofus. Next time, Brian Virgil, the Institute, taking it all the way. Until next time, be well.